Hiya, I'm back. Right, I'm going to do this video again. This is my design team project for last week. I made some metal embellishments and deleted the video, as you do. Wasn't happy. So I'm going to do it again. So let me just show you first what I made. This one, I just used some designer paper, made a rosette, put one of these on the bottom, this one here. Then I coloured, a bigger version of one of those. I haven't got any left, so that was the only one I had. So I coloured that one. It's like a hint of green, a very, very light green, because there's green in the paper, not that you can see it. And then layered another one of these on top. And put some bling in the middle and just here and there. So that's that one. This one's very similar. Again, I made a little rosette. There's a lady on YouTube, I can't remember her name. I'll put the link below. She makes some lovely metal embellishments like these. And that's where I got my inspiration from this week, or last week I should say. So again, a rosette, another one of the small flowers. I didn't do any colouring on this one, just put some bling on that. So there's that one. And again, this is, where's it gone? One of these. And one of those. If I leave them there, you can see them. And I coloured this with a, what's it called? Like a pale yellow colour. And then I punched a hole in the middle to make it bigger, so that I could get the brad through, and that says love. And then I just went round all the edges with some more bling. Pretty. And that's the same with that one, but I just used a different colour, and the brad on that one says love, this one says journey. Oh. And this one is one of these. And same thing, I layered two of these. One of them I coloured with the pale green, put another one on top, and again some bling just to make it sparkle. I think this one's I think these two are my favourites, but I really like this one. I painted, again, most of it's from my design team package, and a few bits I had in my stash that I bought last year, I think it was. So this bottom piece here is actually this that I just gessoed. And again, this flower, I gessoed that as well. Left this one as it was, just layered them and put some bling. So I'm going to do another one of those because I like that one. So I've got some bits and pieces already. I'm going to have a little play. I think I'm going to recreate this one. I'll show you how I did it. So it's quite late here. I was going to do this earlier on today, but it was so hot I just couldn't sit here. I had to keep going jumping in the shower to cool down. So it's really late now. It's got to be gone midnight. I don't even know what the time is. It's, yeah, 12:30. But it's nice and cool. It's nice and quiet. I thought I'll do it now. I don't want to leave it till tomorrow, because some disaster will happen. So that's that one. I'm just going to let that sit there and dry off a bit. And I'm going to do the same with this, with my gesso. I think the brush is a bit wet because the gesso's not going on very thick. Just pulled it out a tub of water. So those are the two that I've done. So here's my door shut. Don't want to blast the neighbours out, do I? Get all the low settings so it's not loud. Dry them off, give them another coat. Or two, however many they need. That one. And this one, another one. Doesn't matter so much about the middle because it's going to be covered anyway. But you want to make sure the edges are all nicely done. Give that another blast. Because my brush is a bit, didn't dry it properly enough, I'm going to give it one last coat. You don't have to do it with gesso, you can, well, I do a coat of gesso first. I haven't got any white paint, so I just use my gesso. But you can use any colour you want, any papers you want. I'm making them to put on some mini albums and journals that I want to make. Well, I think that's okay now. They look alright, don't they? So maybe I went a bit mad with the old. Actually, I might even do this one as well. Why not? I've squirted enough gesso out, so I'll give it a go. Have a little play. I might just give that a light coat actually, so it stays like that. Sorry if I'm wobbling the screen. My cable's hanging on it. before I put them. Sorry if the light's not good. No natural daylight. Got the lights on, so not sure how it's all going to come out, but as I said, it was too hot today. Too hot for me, being a ginger. Just finish that one off, and then we can start putting it together and making it pretty. Right then, that's that done. Just gonna let them cool down for a bit, but you can't even see them on this, my painting mat. What have I got? I need that one. A better. So that's those gessoed. So I've got some bits and pieces here. This one came from a gorgeous girl pack of bits and pieces. So what have I got? I want this one first, and I'm going to put one of these over there like that. Then what did I do? Then I put this one on top like that. And then I put some bling on it. So I used my glossy accents for this because I wanted to do little dots. So just put some glossy accents on the back, centre it up, make sure you've got some nice bits showing. Push that, push that down, then add the next one on top. And I'll just push that down a bit, hold it in place for a minute. So what I'll do is I'll put them all together first and then I'll go around and do the bling last. So I'm just going to leave that to dry, but that is how I made that one. And I'll do the bling in a minute. So this one I am just going to add, what shall I add that on it? I like these ones, I like these and I like these. Actually Anyway, I have got another brad here. If you can see that. I think these are my Mind's Eye brads. I left the packet. I'll put the packet away, so I could do that again. That means punching another hole in there. Or do something different. No, can't see that. No, no, no. So I'm going to put that on there. Get it all lined up. What I'm doing is I'm just bending in the metal in the middle so that it sticks to the metal piece underneath. Gives it a bit of shape. It's taking nicely. So you can leave those to dry. What else can I do? Some of these little ones. If I do that in the opposite way, so that I've got dry. Spread it out far too much stress though. Yeah, hot. Cut all my nails off because they were breaking, so got nothing to pick it up with. I'm going to squirt that one again with some glossy accents. Centre that. And again press it down in the middle. So that same but opposite. Oh, oh. Let that dry for a bit. Ah, moved it down to the paper, I think. Right. That again. Move that out there. Right, what's next? What else did I do? Let's do some of these with the paper on while they're drying. Let's move that out of the way for a minute. Where's my lid? Where's my lid? Where's my lid? Can't find my lid. So for this one, I cut I think it was, I need to get my ruler, hang on a sec. I'm back, got my ruler, measured my bits. Right, this one I cut at 1 inch, a strip of paper 12 by 1 inch, and this was 12 by 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so I'm just going to cut those. Get the paint out of the way before I mess it up. This is the paper that I'm using. It's the same as what I used on here. And it's from First Edition Papers, Wild at Heart. So let me just show you the cover, because it's come off. So this is it, Wild at Heart. Some nice, quite blokey, I think, papers in here. Manly. So that's that. That's what I'm using. So I'm going to cut one at 1 inch. I think that's right. And this one at 3/4 of an inch. Oh. So then we strip the paper. Then you want the scoreboard. And you're going to score at every 1/4 of an inch on both pieces. However you find it easiest to do. I find it easier to start at this end. So every quarter, so it's 12 inches long. So your first one is at 11 3/4, 11 1/2, 11 1/4, 11, 10 3/4, 10 1/2, 10 1/4, 10, and every 1/4 of an inch all the way, all the way along. I'm sure you all know how to make rosettes, but just in case there's anyone out there that doesn't. Last one, last fiddly horrible one. Okay, that's that one. Same for this one. I might pause the video and come back so it's not so long. Hang on a sec. Right, okay, I've done that, and I've folded that one already. And here's the next one. That's a 3/4 of an inch. This is a 1/2 inch. I think that's the right size. But we'll make it work. So all you've got to do is just keep folding back and forth. Like so. Oh, that one the right way. And when it's a bit, you can't hold it all, just separate it. And every now and again when I'm folding, I'll give it a little squish. Keep it all in place. So that's that one as well. Now comes a nightmare bit that always gets stuck on. So hang on a second, I'm going to get my little circle. I'm back. I'm trying to be really quiet so I don't disturb the neighbours. I like to have my door open a bit. I know I'll get a bit loud sometimes. Right, now you need your glue, and how I do this is the last one on each side. I think a lot of people just glue it. I don't know how they do it, but this is how I find easier. I just overlap that last triangle here on the last one. I overlap it with that triangle there. So it's like that. But of course I've got to put my glue on. So just put it on both sides on the last one. Oh, don't go mad like I just did. And then overlap. Try and hold that in place. It takes a bit. Off any excess. Try not to fiddle with it too much otherwise. Okay, so then you get your circle. Just going to let that one dry a bit before I start fiddling with it because I'll break it. And do the same with this one. Overlap the two end pieces. Give that a couple of minutes to dry. So I'm not going to quite be able to make the same shape because I don't have this coloured piece. I only had one of those. So I think what I might do, I've got this I've been bending and playing with. I'm sure I've got two of those somewhere. Got one of those as well. That might look nice. Got some little ones. The charms, but I'm sure I had two of those. Must have used it. Must have used it. Right, where's my big ones? Don't use double packet. And we want some more of these. Okay. There's some bits to play with them. That's me. What I do with these is I turn them upside down so the it's a pattern bit that shows at the bottom. Now this is the bit I hate doing. It's always getting a stain. So I'll squish it all together, apparently. Get down, see? It never works. I'm too heavy-handed. Oh dear. There. Then I'll squash it all together. Oh look, hate doing these. And then I'm just gonna try and centre it best I can over the dotted bit without getting in the mess that I'm getting in now. It's not central. Right. Start again. Start again. So there you are. That's how easy that is, eh? Oh dear. I'm just going to hold that down and let it take, because I'd hate for it to fly off again and me have to do that all over again when I've already got to do this one. Oh, got to laugh, haven't you? Got to laugh. Right, what can I plonk on there? I'm going to plonk my coffee cup on it. Oh. I'm just going to hold that a bit longer because it's coming apart. See if this one's going to work a bit easier. They're nice when they're done, they're just a bit fiddly. Dare I let it go? Yeah, that's fine. Hopefully not squashed it. So the same for this one. Well, that was much easier. Do the same thing, try and get it on the centre. So I'm going to give those 5 minutes to dry, so I'm just going to pause you and I'll be back in a sec. Hiya. Right, they're as dry as they're ever going to be, so I'm going to do, I can't do exactly the same as this one, as I said, but I will try and do something similar. So the first one was one of these pieces, and I'm just going to dab glue all over the back. These do take a while to dry. It's best to leave them for a couple of hours, but I left my last ones overnight. So just centre that and add that on. It won't take straight away, but just give it on it. Let's put that on it. And then for this one, I am going to put one of these on. Again, glossy accents over the back. The lady that I was watching, she was putting dimension and all sorts onto hers. They were lovely, but I didn't want to do exactly the same. So yeah, it's not okay. Just give those a couple of minutes to take a bit. I painted small bits and pieces while I was off, waiting for these to dry, so they're all ready. And I think rather than sitting waiting for them to dry, I'm just going to layer them up and let them all dry together. So I think this one, see what I have got, and those painted. That might look nice, mightn't it? Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Centre that. They look nice, but once you add the bling on them, they really stand out. They start popping. See, and I've got this one, but I think that's a bit too big. I could layer that, no. Or I could just put one of these little, yeah. Just going to put one of these little, don't know where I got these from. Found them in my tin. Where's my paintbrush gone? Just press that down a bit. Give that time to dry. And that one. Move that one out of the way. And what else was I going to do? Oh, I meant to do 3 of those. Oh well, we'll do something different. What about one of these square ones? I like these. They look nice with the bling on them. Oh, I know what I've got. What's that little original flippy bit? What's it called? Here it is. Gorgeous girl. That might be a bit big. Maybe if I need to paint that. Need to paint. Oh, that one's smoking well. I best not touch it. Oh, so I think I'm going to put the bigger one on there like that. And then maybe that pretty little one on there. Not overly keen on that one. Right, too big. Maybe that one. And maybe another one of those. Yeah, that looks a bit better, doesn't it? What else have we got? Have a little dangle. Could try that. I think that needs another coat of gesso. It's not quite bright enough. It's not popping for me. That's better. Got that. That'd be nice with a big bling in the middle, wouldn't it? Maybe I'll do that. Let me just draw that. Yes, I think I'm going to go with that. Push that down. Without getting my finger stuck on it because it's still a bit tacky. I think that, and then I think I'm going to have that one on top like that. So I'm going to give that time to dry. And while they are drying, I need something to sit on that. I am going to bling up the ones I did earlier. So I think this one I'm just going to do the same as the original one. What else do I need? In the middle, it's better. Just had a little bit of wiggle room left on that. Right, so bear with me, I'm just going to go and get some more bling. Got my bling, ready to go. Not that I've got much of the right colour. I'm just using odds and ends that I've got that I need to use up. So, let's play. Oh, that one's broke. Broken bling. Is it broken now? What does it look? The bottom's of that. Not big enough. I obviously need some new bigger bling. Right, I'm going to put that in there. That one in there. I think that one in there. What else have I got? That in there. Shame that's not round. That would look nice. Right, I need a bit for that, don't I? What about black one? No, I haven't done any more black, so that's sparkling nice. No, don't like that. I think I'll just put one of these in there. Right, so that's that. So all I'm going to do is place some bling around in bits and pieces. So one up there on that one. I think I only did one down. Oh, I didn't have my. I did add a bit of glossy accent so they don't come off. Put that one there. That one there. So that's that one. I don't know if you can see in this light. And this one, where should I put these? I'm going to put them over the holes. Ooh. There. This one there. Can you see how sparkly? So that's that one. Ooh. It's stuck to me. Where did that come from? Probably there. Put that one in the middle. And where shall I put these ones? I think one there. There's the other one. Hands. Sticky hands. Oh, it's better. What's the next one? And this one, oh, still drying. Put some more on. And I think I'm going to have that like that one. One there, one there, one there, one there. You alright there, Jack? You going out? Oh, see what I mean? It's best to wait for them to dry. Here's the next one. Is that done? Are we done? Oh, I think that's the last one. Oh no, got this rose one to. I think what I'm going to do, just put some blue on the outside. Get off. I think my hands are sticky. That one. It needs more. It needs more. Do it all the way around. Why not? You never put too much sparkly on it, can you? That's better. I think I need to wash my hands. I think it's getting stuck. Oh, where that one went. And that one. Belongs. I'll take some photos in the morning so it's a bit of light, and then you can. You'll be able to see the sparkle better. Yeah, wash your hands before doing all this. Get all the sticky off. It works much better when you do that. That's pretty. It's pretty. I might add a bit of colour to the rose in the morning as well. So there. Oh, I haven't blinged this one. I knew there was another one somewhere. What are we going to do with this one then? I think a nice little tiny one in the centre. Do that again. Oh, it used to think that I ain't got any glue on, and it works much better, see? What I need is one of those pencil things that you can pick the bling up with. Ooh. It needs adjusting before you dry it. Now, where's that gone? Stuck to my finger again. Where's it gone? Right, let me sort this middle bit out because it's not quite central. That's better. And then me blingy bit in the middle. Getting get on there. Oh, pretty. So there you have it. Let me just gather them all up. Where my lid is for that. Okay, that's my lid. Oh, I didn't use my brad. Oh well, never mind. Next time, eh? Just have a little tidy up. Bling everywhere. Okay, so that was last week's. I think that was last week's. That one. Just pop them all along there. And then this week's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Small round ones. So yeah, if you've got lots of metal pieces sitting around doing nothing, and you don't know what to do with them, make some embellishments. How pretty! So I'll take some photos in the morning, add them onto the end of the video so you can see it better. And I like these white ones. I prefer them to the coloured ones actually. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon because I'm now going to sit and do this week's design team project, and hopefully I won't be deleting the video this time. So thanks for watching. Let me see some pictures if you make any. If you need any embellishment metal pieces, then pop over to the Trinket Parlour. They do metal, they do flowers, they do resin, loads and loads of different bits and pieces that you can play with. I should have done a butterfly actually, I never thought to do that. So yeah, they've got loads and loads and loads of different bits and pieces. So everything you see here, apart from this rose and that flower, the inner flower, everything is from the Trinket Parlour, and obviously not the rosettes, I made those, but everything else is from the Trinket Parlour. So get on over, buy yourself some lovely metal and make some embellishments. Thanks for watching, see you very soon, bye bye.